podcasting is on your radar for 2024, then I would love to invite you to my web class that is happening on the 18th of January at 4 p.m. UK time. We are going to be talking about the 5 power pillars of podcasting. Yes, that is a lot of P's. We are going to be looking at how you can use a podcast to grow your business. So if podcasting is something that you want to get done in 2024, sign up now at donnaeade.com/5 power pillars. That's donnaeade.com/5 power pillars. You're listening to the Mindset and Action podcast, the place to be to grow and streamline your business. I'm your host, Donna Eade. Let's jump into the show. Welcome to the first ever episode of the Monday Mindset Minis on the Mindset and Action podcast. I can't wait for you to hear from different business owners how they handle their mindset and how they move past mindset blocks. So we're going to jump in today with Michelle Kuklinski. I hope you enjoy it. Welcome, Michelle, to this first episode of Mindset Mondays. I am so excited about this, and I'm so excited to share this with you because we've known each other for a little while now. So it's really nice to do it with somebody that I know. I'm so excited. So welcome to Mindset Mondays. I would love it if you would just take a moment just to introduce yourself to the audience and let them know who you are and what you do.
Thanks, Donna. And it's really exciting to be part of this next stage of your journey. Really, really pleased to be here. So I'm Michelle Kuklinski, and I'm a health and mindset coach working with rebellious women who want to feel better in their bodies, more body confident, want to increase their energy and improve their mood. And it's been quite a journey to get to where I currently am. I've kind of dipped in and out of the solo gig, sort of running my own business for about 24 years now. I was like looking at that this morning, it's like, wow. And I've kind of done all sorts from being a childminder when both my kids were really young to dog walking, but most of all doing my passion, which is coaching. And I love the combination of how the human mind works and its interaction with the bigger picture, like society and stuff like that. You know, we're not an island on our own. So yeah, just many years of learning lots of different things like psychosocial studies. So I sort of studied the unconscious mind, getting my coaching qualifications, and then my whole journey around food and where I am today with health coaching is I've been fascinated by food because I love it. What's not to love about food? Having an obscene cookbook collection and that link between how we feel and food. Food is so vital to our energy, our mood levels, and very sort of for a number of years I really struggled with low mood and sort of mild depression, and GPs quite often just want to sort of throw medication at you, and that's not to say that that's not right. You know, for certain people, that is the answer. But I was so convinced that there were other answers out there to help women with their mood and stuff. And I just investigated more and more about food. And that's where I am today, and just absolutely loving it.
Fabulous. Well, guys, we are going to be talking more in depth about what Michelle does in Thursday's episode, so make sure you tune into that. But today, we have just got one question that we're answering. And Michelle, I would love it if you would talk to us about what has been your biggest mindset block during your business journey, and what is it that helped you to actually move past that block, so that we might be able to learn from what you've been through.
Biggest thing for me, reflecting back on sort of all the businesses I've run, is actually charging my worth. So I guess arguably that could be, you know, classed as money mindset, but there's always been this fear around that number that I charge for my services, and quite often undervaluing myself and not charging enough, and that that leads to a lot of problems down the track. You're kind of feeling pretty poor about yourself. You're not bringing in the income you want. And quite often, I hear of people giving up their businesses because they're not bringing in the income. And I think a lot of that comes down to actually feeling confident to charge what your service is worth or what your product is worth, depending on what your business is. So I have used a business coach to help me with mindset, because that is a huge business thing. And I recognise that's not always affordable for people. It's not in their plan or what have you. So the key things that I find, because I dip in and out of this mindset, and I always bring myself back to being quite practical, is the first thing, which is being honest about how much you want to bring into your business. So we can start with a realistic figure. What do I need to bring in to cover my bills, living expenses? So, for example, if someone says, right, I need to bring in £1,000 a month, how many of your packages or products do you need to sell in order to bring in that £1,000? So, for example, if I had a coaching course and I was selling it at £25, I've got to sell 40 of those in a month. And that kind of makes you stop and think and go, wow, 40 packages? I've got to sell 40 packages in a month? Wow.
And then deliver them.
And deliver them, yes.
Every month.
So then if we go, okay, if I'm selling them for £500, then I've only got to sell 2. So I think having those figures written down gives you quite an insight into the reality of what you need to charge, depending on what it is you're selling. And obviously that depends on your business model and things like that. The second thing to help with your mindset is to pick the figure that you would like to charge for your course, but think, oh no, I can't do that. And sort of say it out loud. Okay, my course is £2,500, for example, and see what immediately comes up for you. What is that voice telling you? It might be a belief like, oh, people can't afford that. That's a limiting belief. Or it might be, oh my goodness, no, I'm not worthy of charging that. That's, I don't know enough to charge that. So you've immediately got a tangible thought that you can then look at and go, how true is that? And look for the evidence to support the opposite. So a classic is people saying, oh, I can't afford that. And there will always be people that can and can't, but then look for the evidence to support it. What have you invested in yourself? And sort of thought, well, yeah, I've invested quite a lot of money. And that brings me on to my third point, is look at what you have invested in you and your business. Chances are you've spent thousands on personal development, on your actual knowledge, the courses you've done, the continuous professional development, your business courses. And you think, that's what people are investing in. I've spent that kind of money. I haven't just picked up a book and read it and gone, yeah, I'm an expert. I've spent years, months, money, whatever, investing in myself to make sure I am the best I can be. And I think that mindset helps people realise, well, yeah, actually, no, I am worth it.
Yeah.
Those are my 3 big things.
Thank you for that. I think it is really important that people understand that charging your worth isn't just plucking a number out of the air and going, this is what I charge. And I think it is a big block for a lot of people, because we all sort of see the sort of leaders in the online space, especially, or the leaders in our particular industry, whether that's the wedding industry or the business coaching industry. And we see these kind of front runners and what they charge. And we may feel that that's like completely out of our realm of possibility. Like, I couldn't possibly charge that. And maybe that's not where you are. And I always say that there are, different levels for everybody. At the end of the day, you have to look at your experience, your skill set, and, you know, say, okay, so based on that versus these people that have been in it for, you know, 20 years longer than me, have been doing this particular thing, where do I feel comfortable in that of saying, well, actually, yeah, okay, they charge this much, but I'm still worth this much because I've still done the work. I've still done that learning, like you were saying, all the different courses and things that we've done. And those 3 steps that you gave are a really great way to sort of sit down and start thinking about this ourselves, because money mindset is a huge block. And I have some resources for you guys on money mindset, actually. Friend of mine, Sarah Brill, is absolutely brilliant when it comes to money mindset, particularly. So I will leave some links for you for her in the show notes if you want to sort of dive deeper into that. But I love what you said about working with a business coach as well, because I think it is really important that we have our own sort of pool of people that we can pull on when we get stuck in these situations. And oftentimes it is things that we aren't able to unstick ourselves from. We need to go a little bit deeper. So thank you so much for that. That is our 10-minute Monday mindset session. Join us on Thursday when Michelle is going to be talking to us about our health and well-being, which is just perfect for this time of year. So join us on Thursday for that. Thank you so much for coming today, Michelle, and sharing your mindset block and how you overcame it.
Thanks, Donna. Pleasure being here.
Okay, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. If you're looking to build a deeper connection with your audience this year and you're a passionate business owner with a message to share, then I would love to help you do that via podcasting. If you're interested in starting a podcast this year, head over to donnaeade.com/apply to register your interest today. Don't forget to hit subscribe where you listen and rate and review the podcast if you've enjoyed it. You can also share this episode with a friend. It is a great way to help the podcast out to get to more listeners just like you.